This is Newcap News with Kelsey Bloxham.
Good evening. A fatal head-on crash has closed a section of Highway 17 North near 4 Mile Road early this morning. This was the scene just after 9 a.m. Our CMP are still trying to determine the cause of the crash involving a southbound semi and a pickup truck heading north. The driver of the truck, a 53-year-old man from Lloydminster, was pronounced dead at the scene.
I guess a vehicle was heading southbound and another one was heading northbound and swerved into the oncoming traffic.
Traffic was diverted at the 502 and 504 township roads around the accident while an RCMP reconstructionist assisted with the investigation. Now, that crash happened just hours after another fatal crash, this one in the Elk Point area. A single vehicle rolled into the ditch on Highway 646 and Range Road 45. The 29-year-old driver was taken to St. Paul Hospital but later died from his injuries. 3 others were transported to Bonnyville Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. RCMP believe alcohol, speed and poor visibility were all factors in that crash. The driver of a semi-truck and his passenger are recovering in hospital after they slammed into another semi parked on the shoulder of Highway 16. It happened around 9 o'clock last night, about 3 kilometers west of Radisson. The 38-year-old male from Ontario and his 33-year-old female passenger suffered non-life-threatening injuries. The driver of the parked semi was not hurt. The collision caused both semis to catch on fire. The crash is under investigation. A Lloydminster man is making a plea to the public after his 4-foot snowman was stolen from his lawn. This is the 3rd year Daniel Robichaud has gone all out decorating his home with many decorations handmade. He starts as early as September, getting all the lights and figures, both big and small, ready for the big day. But on December 23rd, the snowman that usually sits right there disappeared.
About 4 feet high, blue hat. He had a scarf on him, but he's gone missing. So if anybody notices one that wasn't there the day before and now they see it, I'd like to have it back.
He's asking for whoever took the snowman to bring it back, no questions asked.
A lot of people ask me why do you go to such extreme and all that, but why not? You know, everybody remembers being a little kid and seeing those sparkly lights on the Christmas tree and they just shine so bright. And that's what I'm trying to bring back.
As for next year, Robichaud says the theft won't deter him from doing things bigger and better. A milestone year for Lakeland College, turning 99 in 2012. Lauren Pullen sits down with Vice President of Advancement Phil Allen to talk about the year that was and plans for the big 100th birthday bash.
It is a very exciting time for our local college, and I am joined today with the VP of Student Services and Advancement, Phil Allen. It's a really exciting year because next year the college is turning 100 years old.
What an incredible story. You know, we're 28 post-secondary institutions in Alberta, and we will be the 4th one 100 years old. There'll be another one following shortly after. After that, it'll be 30 years before another college celebrates its centennial. So we're looking forward to it.
Definitely a very big time, a very exciting time. And we did see a bit of preemptive work done beforehand. There have been some celebrations already. Do you want to talk about some highlights over the past year? You know, the Pioneer Celebration was meant to take us back. So with the decorations, the costumes, we even had music back into the 1930s, 1920s and so on. We were able to find some of the music and square dancers. And it was a sold out. We turned people away at that first event. It was more of a kickoff, get people in the mood, get ready for January, we're coming. And it was just a kind of a trend setter. So we're very pleased with that. And of course, the steak cookout here was sold out as well with 80 people there. So it was just, so we're ready. We're in the mood now. So come on, January. And aside from that, over this past year, there's been some pretty big moves that have gone on. You know, the college is moving forward so quickly. It's evolving, it's changing, and our renewable energy source, renewable center at Vermilion was incredible for us. It's a big step for a college to be in the research business and have our students be able to participate in it. So that was great. And of course, the sod turning ceremony here in Lloydminster, getting ready to service more students. I mean, we're still turning away
100 to 150 students a year that want oil and gas training, power engineering. So the start of that new building is an opening in 2014 is going to be exciting. So the sod turning ceremony was terrific.
And especially having something like that right here in our region where it is and it does play such a huge factor. It does,
and there's a need for it. And it's only one aspect of oil and gas. I mean, they need business people, they need accountants, they need HR people. So it's just not power engineering, but the biggest lack that they have right now is power engineering, and not a lot of the institutions train it. When we open this building, we will be the largest face-to-face deliverer or educator of power engineers in Alberta, bar none.
Wow. And another good news story, you guys have some fundraising efforts that you want to talk about, donations from the community. You know,
you can't exist nowadays. The days of institutions being 100% government funded are over. We're now almost a 50-50 partnership with the community and the government. And so the donors have come, responded to our requests, and everything we raise goes to students. So nothing comes to the college. College doesn't need any money. So everything is to improve the scholarships, improve the buildings, the facilities, the hands-on learning opportunities for students. And so to reach almost $5 million this year in donations was just overwhelming and very much appreciated, and we're not finished.
And we quickly talked about the centennial and what's happened this year, but the 100th birthday is actually next year. What do you guys have planned?
You know, we're trying to do almost 13 celebrations. We're not there. 13 celebrations or events for 2013. So a couple of the big ones coming up very soon in March. Of course, we're very proud to be the host of the Women's National Volleyball Champions. So the top 8 college volleyball teams out of 100, 8 of them will qualify to come in and play in Lloydminster. And so we're very excited to be the host of that. It's very rare it goes to a rural community, someplace where there's not major airlines that flies in. They can drop off 8 teams at once, and so that's coming up in March. And then we have a new fundraising idea to raise money for more scholarships for students, and that's the President's Black Tie Gala. So we're lucky, thankful that Synergy has agreed and signed on to sponsor a retired General Dallaire to come in, an incredible guest speaker. I haven't heard him, but I hear he gets a standing ovation when you introduce him, and standing ovation when he's finished. So he's also coming on campus in March as part of our President's Gala.
Anything else you'd like to talk about, past or present? Just some highlights?
Well, you know, it's you know, when you read about Lakeland College history, they've been kind of everything to everyone. For example, we shut down 3 times. We closed down and reopened. And it wasn't because of numbers. One was because of the war. During the war, we trained 1,500 women who went to war. And Vermilion, our Vermilion campus, was the only Western Canada training site. So anyone from Western Canada came to it. So there's so many of those stories that we're finding out, we're tracking down. We're actually finding people that were students at that time. And so we're going to be telling the story in the media and letting people know a little bit about history as we go forward.
Definitely. Well, thank you very much. Just giving us a little taste of what that rich history is like. That was Phil Allen with Lakeland College.